Hey guys, Jay here, and in this video today I want to share with you guys my league start plan as a follow-up for my previous video where I talk about the ascendancies that I think are very good for recreating the Lazy Juggernaut in the upcoming event, like Legacy of Frisia. So, long story short, I think I will have to go with Ancestral Commander. It is a Marauder, and why? Well, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to spend a lot of time in the event. Not maybe not as much as I want to. So maybe I can just play one character. And if I play one character, I think the best choice, the safe choice, is going to be with the Ancestral Commander. And why? Well, because we look at the Ancestral Commander here is just extremely tanky, and it's just like having a seal of approval for, hey, the cast when stun character is going to be very good on this tune. So you have insane tankiness, insane recovery built into the character already. And that is why I decided to go for this one. If I have more time, I will try to mess around with this. Or I think other people might as well. Anyway, so I will start as Ancestral Commander. And to start with this character, you actually, I think there are two ways you can do it. The first way is going to be Puck's Righteous Fire. I know for a fact that Puck's recommended Scion for his Righteous Fire in the upcoming event. Sure, that is going to be good for clearing, good for endgame. You know, there's a lot of reason why he chose it. He's the master. What I mean here is you can play Righteous Fire at this class because it is very, very tanky. And yeah, it has quite some synergy with Righteous Fire as well. So you will have a comfy build. Maybe at the top end you cannot push it as far as the Scion. I don't know, but 100%, this is going to be a very solid class if you want to play as a Righteous Fire character. At least it will be able to get you through, you know, the whole mapping system, maybe even to tier 17 because of how tanky it is. But what I'm going for here as the second choice, and what I'm going to talk about here, is going to be a BoneShatter setup. So this is a very rough plan for the BoneShatter. I am going to just put the skill tree here. By the way, if you can satisfy the requirement for precise technique, you go precise technique. This is more damage. But if you can't, just go resolute. And you don't need to worry about accuracy, right? So in the end, you should go for this one. And you will need to satisfy the requirement to have accuracy higher than your maximum life. And this is the skill tree. I will go this way first, and then I will go this way. It's just that simple. And overall, the important stuff that you should get early on is the mana stuff here for some leech. That's about it. This is going to be a two-handed axe user. It is going to be Impale. It is going to be BoneShatter. The tree is going to look like this at level 90. And the skill is going to be roughly, this is going to be for BoneShatter. You can still have cast when damage taken with Molten Shell or Immortal Coil, or you can still have like Leaf Slam. You can still have a bunch of normal things that you have with a melee build. Up to you, right? Auras, obviously. So yeah. Anyway, this is going to be the main link for BoneShatter, at least for this setup. It is for Impale. So we go Pure Physical, Brutality, Melee Fist, Multi-Strike, Close Combat, because we are in close range. And for the items, all the slot that is blank here simply are rare items. For normal items, you look for armor base, ideally, because you have a lot of strength, so you don't need to worry about requirement. And you shoot for life resistances. That's about it. Maybe a little bit of attack speed and movement speed as well. And on the weapon, you go for a rare axe. So just very basic item. That is why I put nothing here. Just very basic rare. Get the best that you can. The recommended unique, cheap unique, you can use these, but you don't need to use them. It is not required. I just recommend them because they have certain synergy with the actual build. So if you go for the tankier route, you can have 50% of enemies damage, physical damage convert to fires. And if you use this one, it is going to be 75%. So if the enemy deals 100 physical damage, 75 of that is going to be taken as fire. It is going to be converted on the enemy itself. So you don't need to worry about physical damage really, because with the endurance charges, you also have a respectable amount of physical mitigation. And naturally, you also have a bunch of armor as well with this build. And Comb Sign gives you +1 maximum endurance charges. Endurance charges is absolutely broken in 3.25. It is the same in the upcoming event, so absolutely broken. And I personally really like this one. Comb's Sign. Very, very good. Other than that, I think the only thing that I want to talk about specifically is the Ascendancy. So Ancestral Commander. The reason why I go for BoneShatter, because it actually have a very nice point for BoneShatter, or any strike skill really. Ancestral Reach. Strike skill target one more enemy and 50% further away. So basically this means more AoE. More AoE. It just means more clear. And also Ancestral Echo, if you want to do this one, if you do single target, if you understand how it works, it also means more single target. And realistically, in some situation, it can be double. In some situation. I don't want to go too deep into it. Anyway, the third and fourth Ascendancy points, there are two choices. So we can go for quality of life route, which you can go toughen skin and born under fire. So you convert 50% of physical damage taken as fire, and you have more armor, and you don't need to worry about any form of slow, freeze, anything, just like a Juggernaut. And the more tanky option is going to be Tanky Immortal Mapping Route. We go for 3 endurance charges, and then we go to Ancestral Defiance. So we have free Defiant Destiny. This basically makes you immortal in maps. Basically, just with this one. It is just almost impossible to kill the character if you are not truly one-shotted. And there's not a lot of things that can truly one-shot you in the game. So, you can also go even tankier in the sense that you can just take the Ancestral Reach. Because this build, this setup, is not really intended to go all the way to the end game, so you don't need very serious single target damage to like kill all the bosses, the Ubers. So the Ancestral Echo might not be needed. It is still nice for mapping, I'm not gonna lie, but it might not be needed. So maybe you can just go for one Ancestral Reach for more clear, and when you're mapping you can have the Ancestral Endurance and Defiance, so you're very tanky, and you can still have the immunity to slow, freeze, or you can have this one to be extra tanky. Regardless, this is going to be a very tanky, it is going to be very strong. Well, guaranteed I can say, because literally it is the same patch that we had before, so we know all the balance, we know all the information already. So this time is a rare time where I can recommend a League Starter build that I can say 100 freaking percent will work. And yeah, I'm going to leave the POB in the description. It is not a finished POB whatsoever, but it is an idea that you can go for. If I have more time, I would try to fix the POB and put more information into it, but it's already very close to the event, and I am, in fact, need to go to work very, very soon. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy, and again, last time it worked so well, so this time I will do it again, shamelessly. Please consider to leave a like and subscribe, so you know my wife will allow me more time to actually play the game or working on the game. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please, because if I'm being honest, PoE 2 has been good for content creation. This is a very side topic. PoE 2 has been very good for content creation, at least for small people like me. I imagine it's so much better for bigger people, but anyway, for small people like me, it actually was a very, very nice, like, little event, but it burns out also relatively quickly. People are burning out of the game. I've not, but still, it is what it is. I cannot create content just for myself, right? If I want to do content creation. And when it actually burns out like that, the whole thing burns out. We kind of are in a content drought, pretty much. There's nothing to do that will caught enough attention. There's nothing, and therefore, because there's nothing to do that is going to be that efficient or effective, that means the YouTube is not returning a lot financially. Not that it returned a lot financially. I don't know if I can say this. I think I can because it's literally my information, right? But last month I have just a little bit over the bare minimum amount that is going to be enough for YouTube to actually send the money, which is slightly over $100, by the way, which is nothing, to be honest. And that doesn't justify spending a lot of time on it because there is life. So yeah, that is the reason why I am asking for your help. And like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that you watched the content and support the channel, supported me so far. And peace.